Hey guys, Crixus here, and welcome back to another Baldur's Gate 3 video. We last left off fighting the Paladins of Tyr with Karlach, and Karlach going on an absolute rampage of this place. But now that it has all been settled and she has calmed down a bit, we'll start looting everything that we missed. I don't know where she... I was going to say, I don't know where she is. There she is. Let's talk to her real quick. She's like a...
Felt good letting off a little steam after facing off with those ignots. Granted, the fire lasted a little longer than it should.
Yep, that's true. How could you withstand the heat?
Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus.
That's terrifying.
Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close till I've found a way to calm it down.
Okay. You have a mechanic for your heart?
Wild, right? And believe it or not, I'm one of Zariel's least mutilated pets.
That's scary.
But it's a bit early in the game to be getting into tragic backstories.
That's
Let's save
very
the
fourth
scar
wall
show
breaking.
for later, after we've worked up an appetite for tragedy. Meanwhile, I'll need to find someone who can tune up my engine sooner rather than later. Believe me when I say this thing is hot. The first time I faced down those paladins, they let slip there was an infernal mechanic in the area. A tiefling. He might be able to stabilize things, if I can find him.
And I think we already have. We might look there.
Sounds like a good lead. Hopefully our guy will be among them. A tune-up would do this old tub a world of good.
Okay. So now that we've had that conversation, we can loot all this place. And then we'll sell it. When we go back to the Grove, talk to the mechanic. That could help her with her heart. Ooh, an orange. Nice. None of those really are worth it. Like we said, we're keeping the 10 gold minimum. We're not going to go any shorter or lesser than 10 gold, which seems to have been working out for us as we keep getting more gold in our inventory. Excuse me. Okay. Trin. I don't think we even looted the main guy either. Anders. Nope. Give that to Karlach. We'll give all this to Karlach. She has a lot heavier of a holding capacity than we do.
More for me.
But we'll gladly take this gold that's on this table here. Okay. Nothing really in the... Ooh, the desk. Nice. 8 pots. Oh, we could have knocked that off. That would have been smart, right? That would have dropped on him. We do know that that's the, I believe, the basement, which we'll get to as well. We have the key that we found outside. If you guys remember, there was like a toll collector's key, which should be able to bring us into the basement. I think all of that is in there, so we'll go into here. Water pump, another supply pack, which is extremely helpful. These plates are surprisingly expensive. A lot of cups. Oh, found some gold. Nice.
Let's have a look.
Oh, I guess we didn't look in this one. It's okay. I think what we're going to do today, though, as we mentioned in the last episode, once we sell this stuff, and now that we have some idea of who the guy who can be a mechanic to Karlach's heart, once we handle all of that, we will go to the Goblin Camp, and we'll start dismantling the Goblin Camp. And there is like a neat little way to get a kill on one of like the 3, I guess, bosses or 3 enemies in the fight. And so we'll do that first, and then we'll see what we need to do, because our main goal right now is really just to get to level 5, and I know we just got to level 4, But once we get to level 5, we can do a full-on boss rush, like everything, complete it all. It's just going to take time to get to level 5. But it definitely is doable. And we do also have, if you guys remember, we also have those, what were they? I'm going to just call them orcs. I don't remember what their actual race is, but they're the ones that agreed to help us when we use the horn. So we can call them in a battle against the goblin camp. Bunch of burlap sacks. I was gonna say, I doubt there's anything in them that's worth. Well, okay, we got something there. Okay, I think that's everything. Oh, a spicy pork sausage we missed. Okay, now that's everything. As she walks into the acid, of course. We'll head down now. Yeah, we'll head down now.
Ugh, I'll never get used to the stench of death.
Okay, there's definitely some good stuff down here. Guess we'll just pick it up. See, yep. It's just over the threshold. I think I'm gonna get encumbered here. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to send some things to Karlach. Yeah, let me just do it now. Go to wait. Yep, see. Send that to Karlach. And then send that to Karlach. Now we're looking a little bit more comfortable. Now we can take it. And Karlach doesn't have to worry about carrying a bunch of stuff. Because now we can do it. And it'll be nice to sell this. Really contemplating what we should get with the stuff that we have. So here's the toll collector. That's where we found the key where Karlach was. He must have dropped it at some point. And he has a ledger that we can sell. Bunch of wooden crates, of course. Doesn't look like, I was gonna say, it doesn't look like a single thing's in them. Okay. Oh, we got some good potions too. Nice. Did we check? I think we did. I'm not gonna double check. I think we did. There's the key. I was gonna say, let me split from the group here. Well, let me get Shadowheart as well.
Looks like a trap there.
Still alive, so that's progress.
Definitely progress. Get the guidance. And we passed. I heard the ding. We always are gonna hear the ding when we pass.
Trap.
Nice.
Be cautious.
We got it. Good.
Something over there.
Let's disarm that. Still have guidance because of it's like a 10-turn thing. So if we can just, it's a burrow hole. I think that's the only one that we didn't get. Let me see if
What's next?
Shadowheart could potentially, okay, maybe not.
The pride of the gate.
Will maybe. Okay. If all fails, we're just gonna have to attack it.
Easy.
There's one in
This
there,
place
which is
is
fine.
hungry for blood.
But we'll move.
Sharp as ever.
You know, I'll just attack it with wills. Okay. Well, that didn't really work.
A long road ahead.
But at least we
how you
discovered this trap. We can disarm that. We still have guidance, which is nice. We don't have guidance anymore. Still passed it, which is nice. I do get a little concerned when you don't have guidance, because then you don't really know if you're gonna pass. It's always nice to have that additional support.
Trap.
Cool. We do need
Pride
to
of
get
the
the rest
gate.
of them in here. Let's just group everybody up. Well,
Have a lot on my mind and, well, in it.
I know you failed, but Karlak... Okay. So everyone's failed that trap. Let's disarm this one. Get a guidance again. Perfect. I think we're gonna be fine. Let's loot up. Take the beer. Oh, it's weird that it makes us go here rather than back onto the table. Don't need that. We'll take the beer for the supplies. Loot the cabinet. More wine.
What's hiding here?
Okay, row of books. Hopefully, oh, well, I was gonna say hopefully some spell or some scrolls, but no, no shot. Oh, also, so the reason why I want us to go to the Goblin Camp, there's another area called the Underdark, which is underneath. I guess there's a bunch of ways to get there, but one of the ways is underneath the Goblin Camp. And so what we're going to do is we're going to fight one of the bosses. And then we'll fight another kind of bigger character. And then we'll have access to the Underdark. And that will essentially open up a ton of more opportunities to level up. And that's what we want. Because now that we have the Underdark unlocked, we'll actually be able to get... to level 5 with all the additional fighting that goes on there. And we don't even have to worry about fighting some of the other main characters up here, like that old hag lady, or the remaining of the camp, the bosses there. Because there are some bosses that are a little bit stronger than we would want. For instance, one of the companions that we can get, that we have to knock out,
Wish I had a bag
I
of holding.
believe she does some pretty good damage on honor mode, and she's a paladin, so she has lay on hands, so she heals, and you know, it's just kind of a nuisance to fight. So we have to be mindful of that, and that's why I'm taking things relatively slowly when it comes to fights. Right, I'm not gonna just fight everything and just. As you saw with the gnolls, it was pretty dicey, a little concerning, but we figured it out, of course, and we have to just be aware if we need to retreat, we'll retreat. Oh, I didn't want to loot that. No, thank you. Let's go to the open crate. I think we already looked in there. We looked in all those, of course. Take the wine. But yeah, so... we'll do that fight pretty quickly, and we do have a lot of spell slots and stuff, so I'm not too concerned about whether or not we can beat her, because I believe there's a way you can beat her without even really fighting her, but I could be wrong. It's been a while since I remember that fight, but we'll get to it, and we'll successfully do it. I'm not concerned. I say that, and then next thing you know, we're running away and having to use withers to revive a bunch of people, which would be pretty on brand for this run. I feel like so far that's exactly what's happened. Oh, yep, perfect. Sell the torches. Okay, 253, I'll take it. Some good money right there. Take all this. It's awesome. I mean, that's even 30. Like, I think that's worth it. 10. Broken clubs will take. I think we might have looked in that one. Same with all this stuff. Huh, didn't look in that. Nice. More potions. 8s and 7s, not enough. Okay, that was the downstairs. I'm pretty sure that was everything. I think the big thing there was just the gold. The burrow hole, we don't have someone that can get smaller to dig into the burrow hole, which is fine. But let's go sell this stuff at the Grove, of course. And we can get Karlak to talk to the mechanic for her heart. Which is important, because we don't want Karlak to just combust or die just because her heart wasn't being worked on. So, let's see if he can do anything about it. Man, imagine being able to break that down. Sturdy, 75 of 75. A lot of health. Try and break down. I don't think we could. Okay, it's relatively quiet in the Grove. Maybe we can also buy a new, some new equipment as well. I'm not sure if Karlak needs anything though, but maybe we can, if we find something that's good. Let's talk to the boy, Damon.
Thought I sensed
Yep.
an infernal around here. But you aren't from Elturel. What's your story?
I spent a good bit of time in the Hells. Enlisted against my will by the Archdevil Zariel. Same as you, I suppose, if you're from Elturel. The devils were delighted when your city was swallowed up. I thought they had you for keeps. Glad you got out.
Dang.
I got lucky. It looks like you did too. And you brought some infernal machinery with you.
Yeah, it's in her heart.
A little gift from Zariel. Keeps me burning hot.
Very hot by the smell of it. Might be burning out a piston ring or leaking oil. Mind if I take a listen?
Be my guest. But don't get too close or your eyes will melt shut.
Wow.
Phew! You really are burning up. Whoever put that engine together tried to house metallurgized Demano valves inside a Ragnak's alloy casement. Very risky.
I don't even know what that means.
I'd need infernal iron. And a prayer that my hammer will survive the work. That thing isn't meant to operate outside of Ernest. I'm not sure how much longer it'll keep running the way it's going.
Yeah,
Will
okay.
you be able to turn down the temperature a little? Worried I'm gonna go in for a handshake and singe someone's arm off one of these days.
Yeah, that's not
I'd
good.
worry about surviving the night first. But help one, help both. If we can cool you off, it'll stabilize your engine and allow you to touch whomever you please.
Where should we look for
I've
infernal iron?
sensed some during our travels. It has a pull to it. Absolutely magnetic once you know what you're looking for. I can show you where I'd look.
Sure. Could we see your wares? By chance. Why does I have Shadowheart's inventory and not... I was gonna say, where's my inventory? So right now Karlak has this. What will... we want...
Forged from the heart.
Let's get Karlak some better armor.
I miss my forge.
Is she proficient in medium? I think she is. We just equipped that with her. She has better AC now. Was it at 15? Yep, 15. Which is better than what it was.
No one back
so.
home will ever
We won't sell her
How fares
clothing,
the search?
but we will keep it and put it in the wares or whatever. Yeah. Don't know why she has a hammer. That might have been an accidental pickup by us. Normally that happens, as you guys are aware. Let's see what else we can sell. We have a lot of soul coins, which, like, don't really care about soul coins, but we'll keep them for now. We do need to send some of this stuff to Karlak so she can throw. So we won't get rid of everything. Sell these torches. Okay. Bunch of books we can sell. We're gonna keep the Book of the Dead Gods. It just looks cool. I think that's always why I've kept it. Look at the plates. The plates, guys. The plates. They sell. I'm telling you, they sell. Okay. 652. It's pretty good. Alright. Not a bad haul for us. Not a bad haul at all. He's gonna have so much in his inventory over time. Oh, you know what? I should have sold these as well. Dang. 12 gold. There we go. Okay. Now we have that. Let me get in my inventory and send some things to Karlak so she can throw. So we're not just, okay, I think that's really it. No, there isn't. It's this Karlak. She's got 3 things now, which she can throw. We're gonna drop this. Alright, and then she's got... No, she's not... Well, I don't even think I'd want her to have that either way. Let's see.
Don't burn yourself.
She's already using it two-handed, I guess. 4 to 15. 6 to 16. Yeah, it's just better in every aspect. But it's not two-handed. This is a one-handed, right? Oh, no, Great Axe is two-handed. Okay. So we'll do that. Alright. And then with Will, now that we're out of combat with him, what we can do is bind pack. And so now this thing is going to do crazy damage. Right? So we have this. You have advantage on attack rolls against lightly or heavily obscured targets when using this blade. And it's a 2d8 plus 4, which is insane. Yeah, I think this weapon's really good. I'm really happy with our setup with him.
No one stopped me
And
yet.
now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the goblin camp. We already have a teleport there, and we're gonna fight. Not yet though. Like, we're not gonna fight all of the goblin camp. That would be suicide, I think. But what we're gonna do is going to fight the first villain of the big 3 here. Let me look what his race is.
This room must have been dedicated
Ogre.
to her.
It's an ogre. Okay. Can't remember if I said ogre. I doubt it. I might have said troll. Maybe I might have said troll, but it is an ogre. Oh, I guess we haven't even been here.
Partying here. We're doing the Absolute's work. State your business now.
A strange symbol glows.
Okay,
marked on
well,
my flesh, and something
I don't know if I need to
within
answer to you.
stirs in response.
You're kind of like an underling. Yeah, I lived through wisdom. Oh, we're good. I see the +2, and it's only 2. We're good.
Beg your pardon. You
Yep.
must be here to join the other true souls. Please, go right ahead.
No problem. Just leave. I'm not even gonna ask.
Racket.
Seluna. As if mingling with a horde of goblins wasn't bad enough.
Hey,
Let's
Shadowheart.
do what we have to do, then get out of here.
All right. Take it easy.
Once the whelp starts singing.
So before we actually talk to, I think her name is Princess Gut. She is like this, or not Princess, excuse me, Priestess Gut, who's right here. I'm going to actually go get some trading items done because I think she has some good stuff on
That the
her.
jingle of coin, I hear? Already turned quite the profit today?
You recognize the crest she bears.
the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
Don't even know what that is. Let me see your wares. There's a couple things. I really wanted the potions, but
Pleasure.
actually, let's switch to Will because he has a little bit more charisma.
At the jingle already you recognize the crush
She
she
said all
bears.
this. Let me see your wares. Right, so things will be a little bit cheaper. We have a 25% discount now. So the Bow of Awareness. Oh, that's interesting. 50% they deal additional. No. It's a quarterstaff. Don't we use a quarterstaff? Yeah, we do. Wow, okay. That's like our first weapon that I've seen that's not like trash. But like, do I care about casting Firebolt? No. Like, not at all. I just really care about the, if I'm being honest, all I really cared about was the potions. So let's just do that. Pay for the potions. Not gonna give her 900 gold. Okay.
Pleasure.
Perfect. All right, now
I've
let's
wished there were more interesting times.
let's try this out.
None of you are
Smells like burnt
worthy.
flesh in here.
Such a
See what happens.
Now, here's somebody special. The Absolute has touched you, hasn't she?
I think so.
Priestess Gut needs to touch you too. Hold out your arm so I can mark your flesh.
A priestess. One of the leaders, no doubt about it. Let's make her squeal.
Hey, Will, take it easy.
What's that? Tell your friend to keep quiet, or he'll lose his good eye. Ready for the fire, are ya?
Why should I let you brand me?
Let's the faithful recognize one another quick sharp. That way nobody'll mess with ya. And it's charged with magic. Ordinary slobs can't see it. Only us that follow the Absolute. You ready? Brace yourself. This'll sting.
Actually, I'd rather not go through with
Maybe
this.
you don't need it. After all, you're special, ain't ya? Like me.
She probes your mind, tangling your thoughts with hers. A familiar sensation. She too carries a parasite.
Sketchy.
Darkness seems to swallow the temple, leaving you with a vision of the goblin priestess receiving instruction from a handsome young man, one of the chosen. The vision dissolves away. You stand before the goblin priestess in the temple once again.
I'm gonna sever
Your
the
minds
connection.
brush against one another.
I don't want to keep
but
going
are
into her
swiftly
brain.
parted.
Don't want to get intimate in front of the novices. Fair enough. Got some weird shadows in your head. Maybe I can help with that. Us true souls gotta look out for one another.
Do you think you can fix? Oh, you know, I need help with hook. I need
You've
healing.
come to the right place. With the Absolute's will, I can fix anything. Let's deal with this in my chapel. It's private. Don't want this lot
Yeah,
interfering
you
with
want her to
true
go
soul
back by
business.
herself, so we can kick her butt.
Acted like us.
Now she'll be upset.
Why do they think they're talking to a god?
I wait good enough for the apps. That's how we would have ended up had our Nautiloid not been attacked.
She doesn't know, but she's done for it. Hey guys, get in here. What we doing? Close the door.
Oi, come here. I ain't waiting around.
Alright,
Ready
let's talk
to
to her.
clear your head.
What exactly are you going to do?
Whatever the Absolute tells me to. Don't worry, she loves you. I can tell.
No thanks. So here's the point where, like, if you're a paladin, for instance, I really don't recommend this. But I'm not a paladin.
Your violence hasn't got.
So I'm gonna just fight her. And the reason why I'm doing this is because she is... Let me knock her prone. We got her prone. perfect. She's by herself. This is the only reason why I'm doing this. She's by herself, and so it's a little bit easier to be able to do this to someone who is by themselves. I'm just gonna do Sacred Flame. Not that much damage, unfortunately.
Forever, pal.
Gonna Karlak this. I don't think we're gonna rage here. But we are gonna reckless attack. And we just missed a reckless attack on someone who was prone. Quite frustrating, I would say.
This is my time.
And then with Will, I am going to attack with his rapier. Strike with your weapon, affecting your foe. No. I'm gonna just attack with the rapier. Yeah, 11 damage. Pretty good. Yeah, all pretty good. She tries to move away, she's gonna get hit real hard. Okay, not ideal. And she healed herself. Not ideal. Okay, so this is when it can become problematic. Okay. Wasn't expecting that. Okay. Okay. I'm a little overwhelmed.
Let's finish this.
Well, we might be fighting this lot here. So, let's do some things to protect. No. No! Now there are enemies. Crap. Listen. Things don't always turn out the way they want them to turn out. We're gonna have to deal with it. This is honor mode. Yep, we're gonna have to deal with it. Wow. A little alarmed. I'm not gonna lie, a little alarmed by this.
I smell blood.
But it's okay. Oh, I understand why I missed. If we didn't have if we didn't have this on, we would have been fine. Dang. That makes sense. We got her. We got her. Can we leave?
Position.
That's the question I have. Let's go to Will.
Battle favors the fearless.
We don't have enough. What if I dash?
Making my move.
Okay. Let's see. He can't lockpick. Well, if we're here and we're gonna have to fight them, we're gonna have to fight them.
Let's cook with fire, baby.
I just didn't want to fight her. Like, I'm just gonna knock her out. There are a couple people that we can just knock out. But you know what, though? She's not doing anything at the moment. Ah. Don't do anything crazy. Don't do anything crazy. She did something crazy. She did something crazy. Okay. We could lockpick this. It's a 10. We got it. 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 This is huge. We'll use it. So the reason why I said this is huge is because now that I'm here, I'm going to camp. We got 1 of 3 out, and we got the main character out. We're in camp. Okay, so if for some reason any of these characters die, which is, look, strong possibility here. And I'm talking strong possibility.
I'm ready.
How can I even get there? I think I can if I dash. Oh my god, I can't get there. I'd have to jump. I gotta jump. Okay, I jumped.
No harm in trying.
Alright, we're gone. We got 2 out. I mean, this is crazy, guys. I've never done this before, but leave it to me to do something crazy and it somehow work. Okay. And so now it's their turns. Okay, I'm just gonna use this and go to camp. This is wild. And Will.
The Goblin Priestess bled dry. And still...
Jeez, he's aggressive. Okay. So let's group everyone back up. Did have to waste a spell that I didn't want to, but that's okay.
Blades always sharp.
Yep, we're good. Let me get her some health back here. Perfect.
No time to rest.
I'll just drink one for me too. Okay. Whew. This dude is always hungry for magical items. Like, it's kind of insane, actually. This is the most I've ever seen him, like, need magical items. Which is a little scary. I'm gonna give him that. Yeah, I'm gonna give him that.
My condition likes being ignored as little as I do. I must consume another artifact. Thank you. Listen, I need to speak to you. To all
Oh,
of you.
no.
It would be unconscionable of me to
We get to
remain
learn
silent.
about his experience. Go on, you're among friends. Oh, you know what? There's no need. I trust you,
I
Gil.
appreciate it greatly, but I can no longer keep you in the dark. You have to know who I was. You have to know who I really am.
You see the blood on me,
What I
Gale?
am is a walking shadow of the promise I once held. I'm what one might call a wizard prodigy. Who from an early age could not only control the weave, but compose it. Much like a musician or a poet. Such was my skill that it earned me the attention of the mother of magic herself. The Lady of Mysteries. The goddess Mystra. She revealed herself to me and she became my teacher. In time, she became my muse. And later, even my lover.
Jeez. You telling me you made love to a goddess? What a
Oh,
flex,
yes.
bro.
We enjoyed each other's company. Body, mind, and soul. But even so, I desired more. You see, no matter how powerful a wizard we mortals can become, we never scratch more than the surface of the weave. Mystra keeps us in check. There are boundaries she doesn't let us cross. Yet, every time I was with her, I stood on the precipice, gazing into the wonders that lay beyond. I sought to cross her boundaries.
And that was a mistake. How exactly did you try to cross those
I
boundaries?
tried to convince her. I pouted. I pleaded. Swore my ambition was only to serve her better. She only smiled and told me to be contented. But inconceivable as it seems to me now, I shared a bed with a goddess, and yet I wasn't satisfied. So I sought to prove myself worthy to her instead. We come now to the crux of my folly. Shall I share the story behind it, or would you rather head straight to its sordid finale?
Just get to the
Suffice
finale.
it
We
to
got
say,
goblins
I
to kill.
obtained an obscure and ancient book that had locked away inside a much coveted prize. It was a fragment of primal weave locked out of time, locked away from Mystra herself. What if, I thought, what if, after all this time, I could return this lost part of herself to the goddess? I was certain that this deed of raw power, draped in romance, would convince Mystra to take me by the hand and welcome me into her hitherto forbidden domains. I was mistaken. I obtained the fabled book and took it into my study. As for what happened next... Here. Place your hand over my heart. Let me show you.
What?
You feel the tadpole quiver as you realize Gale is letting you in. Into the dark.
Jesus.
You see through Gale's eyes, staring down the corridors of a dread memory. A book, bound, and suddenly opened. Inside there are no pages, only a swirling mass of blackest weave that pounces. Its teeth, its claws, it's unstoppable as it digs through and becomes part of you. And gods, is it ever hungry.
I'm gonna yank my hand away. Because that's terrifying.
Terrifying, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
And that is only the beginning. This Netherese blight, this orb, for lack of a better word, is balled up inside my chest. And it needs to be fed. As long as I absorb traces of the weave from potent enough sources, it remains quiet. Were it ever to fully destabilize, however.
You will die.
Rather worse, actually. I will erupt.
Oh.
I don't know the exact magnitude of the eruption, but given my studies of Netherese magic, I'd say even a fragment as small as the one I carry, it'd level a city the size of Waterdeep.
Is there nothing we can do?
We might chance upon a king's collection of magical artifacts around the corner. We might cross paths with a miracle round the bend. Then again, we might not. All of this, it must feel like a betrayal. Say the word, and we'll part ways.
I'm not concerned about you. We'll continue on together. That's how it will
That
be.
is a great relief. Oh, a great relief indeed. You truly are a soul that steals my own. From all my new rallied heart, I thank you. I thank you all. I understand if you stand against me. I'm humbled if you stand with me. Either way, I will do my best not to let you down. I stand at a precipice, but if you do not give up hope, neither shall I. I'll fight. I'll resist as long as I can. Now, even I am tired of the sound of my own voice. Let us venture forth.
I appreciate you, Gale, for giving us, or telling us a very, very interesting story in the midst of literal mayhem. Yeah, I don't need you blowing up at the camp, though, brother.
You've set foot in a restricted area. A swift exit may be in order.
Just gonna try to convince them we belong here. Don't look dangerous. Guidance. It's looking like a fail. You guys know what that means. I'm not re-rolling it either.
A valiant but
I'm not leaving.
It seems the rules have not changed in your absence.
Try to convince her.
You're still trespassing.
I've been said to join the patrol. Nat 20.
You've been granted free passage.
Nat 20. I was actually looking forward to fighting her, but I'll take the Nat 20. Holy crap, we actually did it. There's a hole there. I can't believe we did it. Alright, there is some riddle to this.
What am I looking at here?
And I believe you have to get these black ones all on this bottom one here. I believe. I could be wrong. But I'm almost confident that that's what you have to do. I need to rotate this bottom one here. There we go. Perfect. Got it. Nice.
This goes very far down. We'll have to go in to see the
Seen silver plates, guys. You know what that means? It's money. That is It's money. We love ourselves some money. There's also a lever there we didn't really know about, so that also, I believe, helps locate how to open the door. But if you solve the riddle, if you have like a wizard, I think, or I forget what else, but you can get an inspiration point for completing it. But look, as you saw, you also get experience, which is what we want. Like the logbook, another 15 experience. That's why we pick up things. And we're going to the Underdark. So I'm a little alarmed because we haven't, I never got to loot the Priestess, right? She's got the parasite in her. Don't really want, I'm not going to really use parasites on this honor mode run, but I do need to do that. I also need to make sure that we don't kill some certain people, of course. Normally Raphael is here, but I don't see him, so he's not here. There is this Minotaur up here that I'd like to hit.
Get back!
Turn base.
More effort than a pit of spikes. Credit where it's due.
I'm gonna actually hit this. So typically you could just let this thing, you can let that go off, right? Let that fall, and the Minotaur would get hit and attack and die. But I actually want to hit this Minotaur. As you see, it only has 36 health, right? It only has 36 health. We get another attack, which is great. I miss a 56, but I hit a 30. I don't understand.
Victor's path.
Whatever. But, oh, I guess Will's is done, which is a bummer. Oh, I used it with her. That's why.
Ready for another round?
Okay, let me throw.
Go on.
Yeah, throw that stuff. Look at the damage on that. So he might crash into the door, which is likely to occur, but he might not. 75% chance. Miss is pretty sad, I'd say. Nice. Big damage for us there. About Toll is dead. It's too far. Cinder Flame, too far. Ignis. Not far enough.
It's hot in here.
And then we'll throw Morning Star. 91%. This might be death. So why did we not get the experience for that? I'm a little confused. Because normally you do. Normally you get the experience for that. Okay. Well, that happens from time to time. I guess we can't always be great. Bummer, though. That's a real big bummer. Yeah, I'm still a little shocked and bummed by that. And I'm not sure why that happened. Maybe it was just a waste of time. Maybe. Pick these up, though. Yeah, he's got nothing on him. Yeah, kind of frustrating. I would have loved the experience there for that. But that's okay. What we'll do is come back up here. We're going to get this armor for Shadowheart, which personally I think is the best armor for Shadowheart. Because she's really just a healer. And so we don't need her for really anything else. So this armor helps, not with healing, helps with a little bit of damage. We passed it. I heard the ding. That means we got a 4 and a 4. Yeah. Nice. It's awesome. Okay. And I believe the entrance to that area has what we're looking for, I believe. We passed this one as well, which is great. Let's confirm that. Yeah, Helmet of Smiting is going to be for a paladin, which is cool. really just need this chest. Potions. This chest has the. Oh, we failed. We're gonna have to use an inspiration on that. 1 off too, by the way. 1 off. Yep, we passed it there. Reason why is I don't want anything blowing up on us. You never know around here what's gonna blow up. What kind of crazy, passed that one too, nice. We're getting some good rolls right now. It's kind of crazy. Right, so this is the luminous armor, where it deals radiant damage, they cause a radiant shockwave. So Shadowheart, like, we are gonna transition Shadowheart into a build for Act 2 and so forth, and that's really just going to consist of her blowing things up with that shockwave.
Faith will guide me.
So we will add that to that, and I can let you guys see, like, when the wearer deals radiant damage, they cause a radiant shockwave. Radiant shockwave is an inflicting radiating orb in a 3-meter radius, which is awesome because Act 2 is going to be big in a lot of darkness, and we need to be able to see, especially for people who don't have dark vision. You really can't see, so it'll be very beneficial for us to get the radiating orb. But that's going to do it for this episode. A little bit on the quicker side, but a little bit of dialogue, a little bit of exploration. We did get the Priestess gut fight, which was spicy. Wasn't expecting all those other people to come and attack us, but they didn't really attack us, which is nice. We kind of got out of there before anything happened. In the next episode, we're going to meet... Well, first of all, in the next episode, there's going to be a combat with 2 Minotaurs. So buckle up for that, because that has a chance to potentially kill us, to do a full-on game wipe here. So we need to prepare for that. And then outside of that, we will meet the colony of individuals and assist them with fighting dark gnomes, and then discovering the forge. That's going to give us a good amount of experience, probably get us to at least into the 2,000 range after meeting the colony and after kind of assessing what we need to do. And then from there, what we'll do is we will talk. There should be some people there that we can talk to get an arcane tower investigation going, and then exploring more of the forge. And as we keep going, we'll keep going. The hardest fight that I keep thinking about is how we're going to prepare to fight this forge armor, which I'm sure you guys will be excited to see. Fighting on honor mode, we're not going to do any exploits or anything like that, so we'll just fight it. I haven't done that before, so I'm looking forward to seeing what that looks like. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.